Can I issue a challenge to you as my viewers? Hi, welcome to today's vlog. Today's going to be pretty much a normal vlog. I know we've had some different vlogs recently, except I can't really play the saxophone at the moment because is that coming out on the camera? And another one there. I picked up a really hot spoon on Monday at lunchtime, a metal spoon on the, we have an induction hob. I reckon that spoon was about 500 degrees Celsius or something stupidly high like that, and I picked it up and burnt loads of skin off and everything, and even touching anything with my right hand right now is very painful. But it's not as painful thanks to this. For the first time ever in a World Cup last night, England won a penalty shootout. The pain of Italia 90 when I was 8 years old, well 9 years old just. Euro 96, France 98, Euro 2004, World Cup 2006, all gone because we actually won a penalty shootout. So maybe football's coming home. Maybe, just maybe. We won't get too excited yet. We're very, very good in this country at dampening down expectations. We're not going to win, we're not going to win. And then suddenly everything that overtakes us, I'm like that. I've got to admit, middle way through extra time yesterday, I gave up watching. I just couldn't cope with the disappointment. And then it got to penalties and I made sure Katie was sat with me. I didn't film any of it because I was convinced we weren't going to win, because that's what happens. But Katie has watched 3 penalty shootouts now in her life with me. Each one of them my team has won. So the moral of the story is, make sure I have my wife sat next to me when England get to the next penalty shootout. Hopefully there will not be one. We will cruise past Sweden into the semi-finals, beat Russia. That might be a taller order than you think if you watch any of the coverage at the moment. And then, who knows, take on Brazil or France in the final. But we can dream, can't we? Anyway, back on to music matters today. The new Coltrane album came out last week, and I have been listening to it quite deeply the last few days. I haven't got it on vinyl. I wasn't one of the lucky people who were contacted by Impulse to have a free copy of the vinyl. But it has got me thinking. Now, I am a huge Coltrane nut. I've written research papers on Coltrane. I've given lectures on Coltrane. I think he's an amazing musician. But there's an awful lot of excitement amongst casual jazz fans, the fact that Coltrane's released this album, and also amongst jazz musicians as well. And there's this great thing, especially for us younger ones who are never around to hear a new Coltrane release before. It's very exciting to hear this, especially a studio date that, you know, it's like kind of a live bootleg or something else like that. And there are some fascinating things. I love the Nature Boy on it. I love the minor blues, the untitled, I can't remember. It's not really, someone needs to work on some titles for these songs. And the Impressions take is okay, maybe, you know, all relative, of course. It's still amazing. It's Coltrane, but can I issue a challenge to you as my viewers? And I issue it to myself. I look in the viewfinder to my right as much as I look to you guys. I look back in the mirror. Make sure you go and hear a live jazz gig this week or this month if you can't make it this week, because if all we ever do is listen to old dead jazz musicians, and I mean all we ever do, we do need to do it, we do need to listen, we need to respect the tradition, and all those things are really important. But if you're not supporting the musicians who are around today, the music's going to go the way of everybody else you're listening to. It's going to die. And that's not me being in kind of la-la-la mode. This is just a simple fact. There's so much more excitement about someone who's been dead 50 years releasing an album than there has been about anybody contemporary releasing one. Now, for argument's sake, you could say because it's better than all the other ones. That's certainly a legitimate thing to say. Whether I agree with you, I don't know. But, yeah. And this is somebody whose LP collection is predominantly full. The only person who's alive, those 2 people are alive in my LP collection at the moment, and that's Sonny Rollins and Courtney Pine. But I do listen to a lot of current musicians. So for example, if you were to ask me my top 3 players who you may not have heard of to listen to today: T-Von Pennicott, who plays tenor with Gregory Porter; Joel Fromm, who I'm sure most of you have probably heard of if you're into this kind of stuff. Maybe as an outside one, you know, because obviously, you know, Bramford and all those kind of cats. Gregory Tardy, my really, really good friend of mine who was in New York when I was there, now lives in Tennessee, I think. Check out those cats. You see, the biggest problem I've got is there's the blister on my thumb, and that's where my hand sits, and it's right on the blister, and I just know if I start going for it, I'm going to end up popping those blisters. I've also got another one, which isn't probably quite as noticeable on camera there, but right across the top of my middle finger, which is where the F-sharp key is. It's really frustrating because I really need to get back on with practicing, because as I said in my last vlog, we've been away over the weekend. I've let my streak go at kind of about 96 days, and having got into that run of practice, it's been really, really good, and I've got some interesting things I really want to work on. It's so frustrating, but I'm using that time to listen and spend more time doing some really deep listening. It does help that the weather's quite nice as well still. Now, if you're a regular watcher of this vlog, you will know how much I care for my lawn, how much I do love mowing it and everything else like that. But we have had no rain since Father's Day, and then we didn't get a lot of rain then, so what's that? It's kind of like 3 and a bit weeks, and the lawns are really starting to burn up, basically. Look at this one here. Now, this is normally just our little nominal football pitch that I have with Charlie. My main lawn in our actual garden is a bit greener, because I have been taking as much care of that as I can, but we're basically, I think, about a week away from a hosepipe ban, which isn't going to do this stuff any favours, and can't cut it at the moment because you don't kind of take that top layer off. I love the hot weather, but we could do with just a tinsy bit of rain. So the kids' school decided that they've got to do a project about Cambridge, which is fine, but the problem is the age my kids are, it basically means the parents have got to do most of the work. So with Amy, she did a vlog about the background of Cambridge, went around some of the major sites, put some facts together in a video with me. It was nice teaching her how to edit a video. Charlie obviously isn't able to do that yet, so we've got to go out and do some photos, do a presentation, a keynote probably. And I thought, what a great time to do a presentation about football. We're going right across the field to where those...
Don't walk backwards.
You see those things to the other side? So here we are actually on Parker's Piece, where the rules of football were first established. I've done this bit to camera before in previous vlogs. Over here, we need to go over to this little thing over here. But first of all, we need to get Charlie's... Oh, that's not a good one, is it? Look at that. No football. Let's stand the other side of that no football sign. Get a bit closer. Leave both arms round him like that, like a hug. With your other hand. So there you go, on the place where football was first designed, made, whatever you want to put on it. The football taking place very much today. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about that. Charlie, put Forshaw in there. There ain't no way I'm letting him make me do all the work. He's going to do some of it. It's a good way for him to learn how to use Keynote. can't quite believe we're already at the stage where I'm helping both of them with homework. I mean, it doesn't seem 2 minutes. Let me get myself back in focus. Since I was changing nappies. I'm sure there are some of you on here who are kind of in a similar sentiment, were maybe saying, doesn't seem that long since I was changing their nappies, and now I'm changing their children's nappies. Anyway, make the most of the time you have. These are some really fantastic. I'm really looking forward to reviewing these for you tomorrow. KB saxophone necks, direct from New York. I've had a great chat with Kim about these necks. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully the thumb will have healed. It feels a lot better already this afternoon. Hopefully this will have healed, and I'll be able to give these a proper comprehensive review for you. Don't forget, speaking of time, I've got to finish off the vlog now because I've got a couple of students in the United States. If you've ever thought of taking Skype lessons with me or having a checkout of Cambridge Saxophone, go over to Cambridge Saxophone. You can get yourself 4 free saxophone lessons on the website, video lessons. And I'm actually now, because we're approaching the summer, I actually have some spaces for Skype students in just maybe short blocks. Gosh, don't want to drop those. Don't worry, Kim, they weren't going. But I have some space for consultation lessons or just summer lessons. However, which way you want to do it, just give me a shout. I'm sure we can sort it out. Details are all below, but thank you very much for watching today's vlog. Hopefully I'll be back able to play for you tomorrow with these wonderful saxophone necks. Don't forget, check out my last vlog here. This is what I was up to this time last year, and hit the subscribe button and get yourself those 4 free lessons. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Oh, Q&A next time, so send me some comments, send me some questions.